everybody, Oregon Mountain Man here. This is the first video on my YouTube channel. I never really intended for it to be, but in light of recent events and some legislature that may be passing in the state of Oregon here pretty soon, I felt like I needed to come out here and say the quiet part out loud, so to speak, of in particular about Oregon Measure 114, which, if you are a firearms enthusiast, Second Amendment activist, someone who just, I don't know, enjoys basic United States freedoms like I do, you've probably heard of it. It's a pretty nasty piece of gun control coming down the pipeline here. It's been in the works for about 2 years now, but the Ninth Circuit Court put a stay on it, and as of yesterday, March 12th, 2025, the Oregon Court of Appeals appealed and found that the measure was in fact constitutional and it could be going into effect any day now. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the measure, it would basically entail a ban on high capacity magazines, so 10 rounds or less in your magazines, a permit to purchase a firearm along with firearms training, which in my opinion is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not a huge fan of permits for a lot of things. So, I've lived in Oregon all my life, born and raised here. The only time I've been away from home was when I served in the United States Marine Corps Infantry for 4 years. I've bought a lot of guns in Oregon. I bought this bad boy legally. All of them I own, about 24 firearms. All of them I've purchased within the realms and scope of the law. I just bought a new handgun last week. And as of yesterday, myself, a law-abiding Oregonian who's never even gotten a parking ticket, may not be able to legally purchase a firearm until the permit to purchase is implemented, which is ridiculous. Over the years, I've purchased 24 firearms, went in, submitted my photograph ID, fingerprints, submitted myself to a background check every single time I've purchased a firearm. And as of yesterday, that could no longer be the case, which is a blatant and deliberate attack on our Second Amendment rights. They put the measure under the guise of public safety, but man, I'm a gun nut. I own 24 firearms. I have never killed a human being in my life. I have never wanted to kill a human being in my life. If law-abiding gun owners were the problem, you'd think they would know. That's simply not the case. I have high-capacity magazines. I have some on my body right now. As of yesterday, these could be illegal at any moment. It could have happened 10 minutes ago. I wouldn't know. That being said, not illegal to own, but from any point going forward, they could be illegal to purchase or transfer. And if you are caught in possession of said high-capacity magazines, you have to prove that you've had them and they were grandfathered in before the measure went in place. Which, I think the question on everybody's mind is, how on earth am I supposed to prove that? I don't carry around the receipt from frickin' Sportsman's Warehouse in my wallet from 6 years ago, man. Nobody does that. So no, I can't just whip out proof that, yes, I bought these years ago and I'm not a dangerous criminal looking to endanger public safety. But honestly, I'll be real with you guys, I don't care. At any given moment, myself and hundreds of thousands of Oregonians could be outlaws. And at this point, I'm okay with that, because their laws are bullshit. How can I be a perfectly law-abiding citizen one day, and then the very next day be potentially in trouble for something that I've had for years. No, at this point, I'm fed up, and I'm done giving in. So many people are just willing to roll over and say, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, I don't mind," but I'm not doing that. I don't care. I'm gonna keep my high capacity magazines. If that makes me an outlaw, I guess it is what it is. I don't care. Um, this legislature is ridiculous. Um, they said Oregonians voted for this. No, Portland and Salem voted for this. Oregon is, as you can see, a very rural state. The cities, major cities, are basically condensed into one quarter-sized strip of the state on the coast. Everything else is trees, hills, rural areas where people enjoy shooting. We enjoy hunting, we enjoy sport shooting. Um, so no, Oregonians didn't vote for this. The crazy people who are detached from reality in Portland voted for this, and now the rest of us have to suffer because of them. But I'm not going to do that. I don't care. Tomorrow, if I'm still able to, I'm actually going to go out and I'm going to buy more high-capacity magazines. Not necessarily because I need them, but at this point, it's basically just out of spite, if I'm being honest. It's more of a spiteful reaction. But yeah, if they want to make a criminal out of me for some plastic that lots of people have had for a long time, go ahead, knock yourselves out.